Hey guys, I wanted to finish up. This is number 10. This is the 10th day. So this is it. This is it. Um, Now this is the funeral day. Um, Everyone met up with at my brother's home. Everybody met up. Um, everybody was there speaking on my mother. How and the funeral home did her wonderful. They did her wonderful, like she was just asleep. She was the woman that raised me. So that's the plus, and that was the blessing. Um, I'm not going to tell a lie and say the funeral was peaceful. It was not that peaceful because you know, um, my aunt is like one of those aunts that she means well, but she's very pushy. But we was all there. It was my brother, me, my child, her friend, and everybody else. Everybody paid their respects. It was packed. It was a lot of people that was my brother's co-workers, friends, friends of mine, but not a whole lot because I wanted to um, share that with the family. And people that really wasn't around my mother like that didn't need to be there because it's just they were just there. They would be just there. So after the funeral, um, everybody spoke and everybody got together. We had repast. They had food and everything like that, and it was very um, it was very, what's the word, bittersweet. And then we went there and we um took the shovel. Everybody took a shovel and threw the dirt on my mother, and the doves flew out. And that's why I said every time I see something flying in the air, I think it's her. So um, was it? It was. We never got back to normal. To be honest, we never really got back to normal with living. Um, uh, Everybody really went their own ways. Um, we had took a big hit with losing our mother. Um, my brother um, still was productive, still working, doing what he had to do. Um, and then he started getting ill. He started getting sick, but he was sick just like I told you before in prior videos that he was sick anyway, but he wanted to hold out for surgeries or anything like that because he didn't know, you know, what was going to happen with our mother, right? So this is going on with my brother, and I'm gonna have to do another part starting not tomorrow. I'll start it tomorrow, but I gotta start with him, right? I'm not gonna say the person. I'm not gonna say my brother's name. I'm not gonna do none of that. But he had been getting hit with tragedy with health back to back, and I know that it had to be a part of my mother in him so he could stay focused on what he got to deal with. Because you got to be strong, be hit back to back with two major illnesses. I, it was just wow. And the strength that I see in how he carry himself and how he do things, I see it in my mother, right? And I really, really, I know he probably wouldn't want me to talk about, I'm not going to go in details of his illness or nothing like that, but I'm very much impressed. Very much impressed. I told him that plenty times, but I'm doing it on a bigger scale here. Um, very much impressed. Um, very much honored for him being my brother because the strength, you see that when, okay, when I see myself giving up, right? Because social media can be rough. It can put a lot of wear and tear on your self-esteem, your mind, everything. But when I see him fighting through these two major illnesses with his head up, working, being productive, still doing it, what I'm saying, what am I saying? So, like I said, I'm not going to stay on long because I know I got another one tomorrow. And, but I want to leave y'all with this. I don't care what hits you, right? What you think that could be like, oh my God, this is it. This is the worst. But it could get worse. It could be much worse. So when you think about what you're doing and what you got and what's going on with you is so bad, look back at some of the things that my mother went through and what my brother's going through now. And you tell yourself it's not that bad. And y'all have a good one, and I will be back tomorrow.